The Scottish independence debate has opened on a new front. This time the focus is on farming and the countryside, and senior politicians from both camps quoted public support at the annual Dumfries and Lockerbie agricultural show at Park Farm. Both the recently formed Rural Better Together and Farmers for Independence campaigns had stands at the well-attended event.
Well, the Better Together campaign launched their rural group a few weeks ago at that Highland show. It's called Rural Better Together, and we believe that at the moment we've got the best of both worlds, because we can make a lot of decisions here in Scotland at the Scottish Parliament about how we give out money for agriculture, some of the development we're doing in land use. Lots of different issues are decided here in Edinburgh, but as part of the UK it means that we have a stronger voice in Brussels when we're arguing for farmers and fishermen's rights and in terms of share of monies, etc., because we're part of that much bigger grouping in Europe. But the other issue that's really important too is about being part of that big UK market, and also about being part of a UK which exports so much to the rest of the world, and we have access to all of the embassies, all of the consulate networks. We have all of the trade bodies that can help us get food and drink particularly right across the rest of the world. And what's really important in Scotland is that we can get our food and drinks industry even better than it is, because it's been a huge success story in recent years, and that's from farm to shop, and whether that's shops here in Dumfries and Galloway, or whether that's shops in provinces in China and Brazil, in Europe, in America, across the rest of the world. So Rural Better Together thinks that being able to make some decisions here at home as part of the Scottish Parliament, making them right for Scotland, but having the might of the UK when we're in negotiations in Europe, it also being able to have that huge UK market that we're already a part of, and being able, as part of the UK, to have a really strong way of developing our brand and pushing our products abroad will help us with jobs, with opportunities, and it's right for rural communities in Scotland.
With thousands attending the show, both campaigns were keen to get their message across. The team at the Yes stand, who had visits from SNP MSPs during the day, also described a keen interest from farmers and other showgoers.
Farmers for Independence is a group that's been set up in order to give what information is required so that people can, in the agricultural community, come to make a decision next year when the referendum takes place. And we believe that with the facts before them, farmers will see that there's nothing to be afraid of in an independent Scotland for the agricultural community. Indeed, I feel that they already know that Richard Lochhead has, as Agricultural Minister in the Scottish Parliament, made a very good job in difficult circumstances, and farmers, I'm sure, appreciate that. They're sensible people, and they think carefully before they make any decisions. So I'm confident that we are reaching out to the farming community, and but if there's still questions that they think need to be answered, we're here to help.
How strong is the support for independence among the farming community?
Well, it's always difficult to say, because, as I said, farmers are canny people, and they weigh up all the circumstances, and that's quite right. But I'm certain myself, and I represent a ward in Dumfries Nith ward, which is a mixture of rural and urban. And the rural part, I have spoken to farmers, and they say that in the past they would never have considered the independence case, but now they see the merits of it, and many of them feel there's nothing to fear, and are quite happy to cast their vote for the Yes campaign in the forthcoming referendum next year.
Both sides in the debate agreed on one point. It was that the show had been a good way of presenting their case to the rural community before that all-important vote in 2014.
Well, I remember last year it was beautifully sunny in the morning, and about 4 o'clock in the afternoon it was a complete monsoon, and it's great that the weather's held. It's so much better for the families and the crowds.